play Icello Rock and loses round number 1. And then we should be able to pick up coverage of losers in around losers round number 2. So really interesting to see how those come out for us tonight. These two guys getting ready to go into a best 3 out of 5. Let's see. Looks like anyone is already striking Battlefield. And we're going to see what Jestdoki comes back with.
This definitely be interesting because I think for this matchup especially, stages really matter.
Yeah.
Whether it's Mewtwo or Meta Knight, you're going to be seeing both characters really make good use of platforms. And the same can be said for Luigi. But I think that at the end of the day, Luigi is going to want lower ceilings, and Meta Knight is going to want shorter blast zones on the walls horizontally. And I say that because for Meta Knight, he's going to want to kill more often off the sides, unless he's going to be able to get one of those like really nice up air juggles. But in this game, they just are really hard to be consistent with. And against a character like Luigi, who has a frame 1 out of like combo like tool, like just a crazy get off me move, you're not going to really see those like really extravagant moves. But a Pokemon battle, maybe.
Pokemon battle, yeah.
Maybe PS2 might be the starter. I don't know. But we're seeing the Mewtwo versus Lucario, and this matchup I don't see often. However, they're both charging up their respective projectiles.
They're charged projectiles, yeah.
I personally think that in this matchup, Mewtwo kind of has the edge. He's just a lot faster and can get a lot more damage quickly. And especially with edge guarding, like this character with Lucario is not necessarily easy to edge guard, but with Mewtwo you can kind of just play like in the air because of how floaty and how much recovery Mewtwo has between his jumps and his teleport, and already at 100%. But keep in mind with the aura mechanics that this character has, just might just die instantly. Never mind. And we're back to square one here with Mewtwo coming out here, and I don't blame anyone maybe wanting him to run back against that Luigi, but he's not going to get it today against this new character we have not seen just play, and it might just be the fact that he's just trying to try some new characters. And honestly, what better place there is to do it in a tournament? And if you've been practicing this character and whatnot, it's definitely always a good idea to try and like experiment, you know. And with Mewtwo versus Lucario, this character is gonna kind of get some blow up of stocks, because once Lucario gets like that max rage, he's now 2 stocks behind. That rage is gonna be building so quickly. It could just go back to even, and that's kind of one reason why in the meta right now Lucario is kind of like unknown as to how good he could be, because even at like such a large deficit, he's still like very scary. But if you aren't getting like the moves and combos you need to be getting, it can kind of just look like this, where you're just kind of just stuck. I like the patient play, the walk up for anyone. Doesn't get too much pressure, or he doesn't get too much damage. Get the pressure he's keeping right on here. Gets hit once. Lucario here dealing a lot of damage. The back air gonna do it. Now we're seeing Jess here. Last stock at 112, but with this amount of aura and the amount of aura he gets at when he only has 1 stock, won't matter at all. Anyone gets the JV3 on Jestdoki, and honestly confused a little bit about why Lucario.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just feeling like it, kind of like the Pokemon trainer, but we have seen the Pokemon trainer plenty of times before, so it's just one of the characters you're kind of used to seeing.
Yeah, anyone just narrowly, or really more so Jestdoki narrowly avoiding a 3 stock right there. Anyone taking game number 1 going up 1-0.
Yeah, he just did a great job at like keeping his spacing, and the only time that he really had like some sort of issue against Jess in this situation was solely just due to the fact that we saw that amount of aura that when you're down 3 stocks to 1. That back air was huge, and it did so much damage to anyone's shield. And like once he tried to like release it, the back air came out again, just threw Mewtwo away. And so I think we'll see a character selection of the same variety from Jess. We haven't seen him kind of go out yet. And stage wise, I'm not sure. Pokemon Stadium seemed too big for Lucario, so I'm assuming we might see like small battlefield or like FD or something. But at the same time, I'm not sure. I guess I'd expect a different character for Just, and especially if the Luigi works out most of the time against this player, I'm surprised that we're seeing a different one. We'll see.
Yep. So, getting ready to move on to that match. Just a quick reminder, everybody, this weekend is going to be litty. We've got 5 events going on this weekend. The Summer Kickback Series at Gary Elementary, the Summer Kickback Series at Marquette Park, Bill Chicago's Karaoke Night. Then all weekend long, we're going to be at the Black Women's Expo with our Esports Learning Center. And then Saturday morning, of course, we get to enjoy some time at and in Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital, where it's going to be game day that day. So yeah, if you guys get a chance to and you're in the Chicago area, man, check out any one of these 5 events we have coming out. And yeah, no, man, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at those events this weekend. And then it looks like the guys are ready to go to come out to this event. We'll hop into the full game. Cherry, I'll let you take it away.
And back to form here with a very, very familiar matchup. And no surprises here. Town and City. And I think I like this pick for both these players. And so I think this was kind of one of those things where it's like, you have to see the good on both ends. And for anyone, he's going to like the wide stage. Not necessarily as wide as PS2, but you definitely appreciate seeing a stage like Town and City. But for Jest, what he's going to appreciate is the shorter ceilings. And on Town, that's exactly what you get compared to PS2. PS2's huge. And for Jest right now, he's going to be forcing anyone off the stage, keeping the stage control here. And anyone gets hit by the fireball. Tries to go for something, but they're even DIing very well against that up smash. He just was a bit too big to be going for that greedy attack. But now we're seeing Jess kind of doing the same thing, going for that side B. Anyone not shielding it, and we might see some crazy damage coming out. Oh, the grab! Oh, he went for something crazy! Had he gotten that, that would have been an insane amount of disadvantage. Gets the misfire as well, and the frame 1 down B. Anyone here really struggling. Needs to get this stock off now. There's so much damage that Luigi's put on. Doesn't get the 2 frame either. Just playing very patient here. He knows what the spot anyone's in. He knows that he can kind of just keep throwing out this down B out of shield here. Anyone going real deep for that one. Playing patient here. Anyone knows he can't keep allowing this Luigi to keep giving him the hits with down B. Nice. Using the Shadow Ball to cancel out that side B. Goes for the up B. Doesn't get the punish.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. And the back air is going to hit the tail there for Mewtwo. Gets hit with a dash attack. Anyone at a huge deficit here. Oh. Backs off. Has Jess in the corner. Has not been able to get him out since. The amount of damage that Jess has just been racking up this quickly has been insane. Anytime anyone's been like this close to Jess, it's just been Damage City. Teleports back. Jess going for something wild with that up B. Finally gets a stock up. And just narrowly escaping a 3-stock of his own. Anyone is in a really tough position. And unlike his name, it is definitely not anyone's game right now. It is definitely in Jess' favor. That's going to do it too. Unfortunate DI there. We saw him kind of holding in and getting sent nearly straight up. Just getting to tie it up. And honestly, what a way to make a statement, man. Pretty much like evening the field of the JV. Not entirely a JV, but just it is a 2-stock's a 2-stock. And for Jay in this situation, or Jest, he's probably feeling pretty good about himself. He really did kind of come back between the Lucario match that kind of was questionable. It definitely made up for it. Like, when you play a different character in your match, you definitely don't want to just, like, go from playing one character that you're maybe just playing for fun, and then kind of come into it and be like, ooh, I didn't really win that first game or the second game, and you didn't really get anything out of it, you know? You gotta kind of get your wins when you get them, and Jess got that win that time, so I wonder if we'll be seeing, like, a Meta Knight. We haven't seen that too much in this matchup.
Not at all.
Like, I don't think I can recall a time where anyone went Meta Knight. We might see it, but we also might see Jess, like, go, I don't know, Lucario again, or we might see him go Pokemon Trainer for all we know. It's hard to say. Alright, second characters. I definitely think a stage was switched. They both went into the character select screen. Or they, I guess they left the arena. Left the ring, rather.
Yeah.
But Alright, we're seeing it. Callus it is. Or on Callus. Northern it is. Similar to Callus, but I think the wide stage with the platforms is what anyone wants. Oh, look at all these jabs. Backs off, and just rightfully shields, knows that anyone, once he backs up, is going to throw out one of those projectiles. There's not really much that anyone can do from afar besides continually throw out those projectiles. And they're slow enough for Jest to where he doesn't need to necessarily shield them, but there's not really any harm in doing so because by the time anyone gets on him, the one option that Jest can do is just hold shield, and if anyone gets a grab, he gets a grab. But if he happens to get goes for like an attack, like a Nair or just a normal grounded attack, he's just going to down B out of shield. And that's going to be one of those weird rock, paper, scissors interactions that anyone's going to have to experience a bunch of times in this matchup. And if he doesn't experience that, it's because we're going to be seeing what he's doing right now, where he's just throwing out these space back airs, throwing out a couple projectiles to condition the shield, walks up and goes for the grab, but doesn't get it. And I think that right now you just have to keep doing this conditioning. Keep going for these weak shadow balls where it's not too high of a priority if you get or don't get them, and then kind of mix up your opponent with like a purposely not spaced grab, and then go into like a multi-jab or something just to make them unshield. And it's still pretty close, so these players are both playing really well right now. Nice down smash coming out. Anyone losing his stock from that, I didn't think he actually lost it.
Yeah.
That was insane. Oh, and the down B is going to come out. I think for this match, it seems like anyone is just like, he has the right idea with like the chases he's making, but as he makes them, that was weird. Not going to lose the stock. Up throw is just not enough, even at this percent. I think that for what it is, anyone who's making the right reads, it's just that he needs to make them a bit slower. Because he knows that Jest is going to like fade back and then do something with down B. Or at least he's going to like cross him up onto a certain side. But after he does that, Jest knows that the opponent knows this, which is why he goes for the down B initially every time. Because once he goes for it, he's always committing to that down B. So for anyone to... Oh, I love that wait, just letting anyone kind of mash out. But for anyone, he needs to just be a bit more patient once he realizes what Jest is going for. So get the read, run towards Jest, and then immediately shield. And just kind of wait for Jest to throw out that down B. And unfortunately, that weird rock, paper, scissors game is like just all up in anyone's face right now. And it's kind of the reason he's just down at this much of a deficit. Unable to get some sort of punishing out of that too. Ooh, nice reflect there. Just forcing Jest to start reflecting that. Both throwing out projectile that time. Alright, gets him off stage. Not risking anything too much, just goes for the rising there. Oh, what is that? That was not expected by Jest at all. Anyone going for the random mix-up, and I like it. I like seeing stuff like that. And anyone respecting that so much with that air dodge away. And sometimes, man, when you have the ability to do that, and you're trying to keep a lead, you do that all the time. But up throw is not going to kill. Luigi doesn't have a kill throw that sends that way. Even at this percent, with as light as Mewtwo is, so we're going to be seeing some extra credit here. 24%. Anyone backing off, giving him the space. Goes for down smash. Fades back. Fades back again. Anyone knows right now he needs to just keep this as long as he can. Cannot commit to anything silly. That could have been dangerous. I like this. Anyone just throwing out these shadow balls, just trying to gain any sort of like substantial lead, because that would have been so dangerous. Like when you're playing against a character like this that can kind of just like get so much damage so quickly, you cannot lose your stock. Like you have to make full work of like the amount of rage you have and everything.
True.
Nice down there, just getting the damage that he needs. Disadvantage Luigi. Oh, gets the fade back, but just a bit too far on the run, and the Nair is going to hit, but at 85%, anyone might have him right where he wants him. And it's only a couple of reads away from just getting that kill and maybe a bit more damage first. There's a dash attack. Weak hit, though. Nice Nair there. Just in case, man. You can't risk it with how big your hurt box is, but speaking of it, here he goes. Jest gets the damage, 44%. He's a combo away. Oh, 51. Anyone's getting a little bit impatient now. You can feel it. Gets the 113. The dash backs, I love it. Just playing it somewhat patient, but also still keeping yourself in his face, forcing Jess to make some sort of approach option. He's been playing this so patiently, man. Oh, goes for the wrong read. Oh, man. This is such a close game now. Anyone, maybe a down throw up B away from death, or even possibly a down throw down B. Oh my goodness. Oh! Goes for the grab. The windbox pushes him away. Anyone's getting really impatient now. You can feel it. He wants to go in, but he has to stay patient. It's the only way he can win this. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Oh, barely no! Oh, just getting the one hit that he needed that time. Anyone just... So many times he would try to punish Jest, and that time anyone just got too impatient.
Hoping these guys know that they are in winners finals, which is the best 3 out of 5. We'll see in just a second if these guys come up and catch that. Jestdoki taking the lead right there, 2-1 on that one. Looks like, yeah, no, it looks like they do not realize they are in winners finals. Neither one of them do.
But yeah, so that was just literally one hit.
Yeah.
Like, it was just one of those times where I think for anyone, he just definitely got a little bit too ambitious at the end. And a lot of times people forget that you can win by timeout. And especially when you have the pressure there, even if you don't want to win by timeout, you're a minute and 30 seconds away. Your opponent's feeling just as kind of like freaking out as you are. And in those situations, you definitely you definitely can feel the pressure. And I think for Jess that time, he knew that what he can do to win, like win condition wise. And so for him, it was just a matter of worrying about what kind of moves he needed to throw out in order for him to get that win. And he got the backer exactly what he needed. So that was really good on him.
Yeah, and looks like, let's see on these channel points. Looks like anyone is actually the favorite right now by 2,000 channel points at this point. We'll see how that forms out over the next. Oh no! So yeah, this is. Oh, okay, yeah. So actually, funny enough, you could probably refund some of those because once again, this is winners finals. It's best 3 out of 5.
I saw anyone leave, and I was like, wait, that was 2 games? I was like, what happened? I was like, all right.
Yeah, it was pretty confusing at first.
Here you go.
So, FD, Smashville Band, and anyone chooses Kalos Islands. Yep.
Yeah, I think for him there, like, I honestly really want to see the Meta Knight. I don't know if that's what anyone's thinking right now.
Yeah.
But I just think that with anyone, with Meta Knight, you have a lot of moves that will allow you to be very patient with, and still very punishing. Also, the amount of speed that Meta Knight has with that down tilt is just crazy. And unfortunately, or not unfortunately, we've seen him. I don't want to ever say that because that's not necessarily the case. But we have been seeing anyone play Mewtwo very well. And it's just, I feel like this is a really hard matchup for Mewtwo. And we've seen it all day. Just pretty much forcing anyone to play so defensive, even with a lead. And it didn't even matter at the end of the day. Anyone tried to get aggressive at the end, and it was just the reason he lost that match. So we're seeing anyone here playing on a much wider stage. And I think that also might be just the case of like what we saw in the past matches. Anyone doesn't want to be in this like tight-knit situation that he's had with Luigi, where every time he's interacted with him, it's just been 50 damage, 60 damage, back air kill, boom, you're over. And right now we're seeing anyone running in, trying to keep up with Jest here, keep him at 71%, keeping him at bay 2, not going in with these forwarders, but also just keeping Jest out. If Jest jumps in those times, he's going to get killed at that point. Forward smash, not going to do it yet, not strong enough to hit, but Nair doesn't hit him away, hits him into the stage. Nice fade back up, back air. Goes for down smash. Doesn't get it, but that time Jess was too slow to get up from ledge with regular get up. Goes for the Nair again, just barely off. And I like this damage output for anyone here. Has Luigi at a really high percent, but at some point you need to pull that trigger and get that kill. Gets the back throw. That's going to do it. That's exactly what anyone needed that time.
And there it is. The Crammery is open.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of those things that anyone was scared of last game. At the end of it, we saw. Oh, that shield is looking really low. Pokes there with that down tilt. Here we go. Anyone has him at ledge. Goes for down smash again. Just doesn't get up really quick. Gets hit with jab. It's tied piece. 38-44. Just hits him with the down B again. Alright, reflecting it, just at a tough spot again. I think for anyone who's starting to figure out like the pacing of this match, because we've seen in past games anyone just really tries to be so aggressive at the beginning of these games, and it's just not worked out necessarily the best. And so in this game we've been seeing him be so patient, and it's kind of working out really well. But oh nice, air dodging and DIing that down throw into Cyclone perfectly, just getting out of it, not wanting anything to do with it. But as we see now, just getting that damage back and getting that lead. Oh, gets the confusion. Nice work with that disable, actually. I always forget the two because, like, I mean, they kind of do the same thing. Both of them send you into the air, or, like, make you stunned. So it's just, like, kind of the same thing, I guess, but not entirely. Oh, no! And that's exactly the same thing that happened either the stock
last stock, yep.
Yeah, and just, you can't throw away a lead like that, but at the same time, I think that anyone's figured out the pacing he needs. Because a lot of times we've seen anyone in that lead, you know, and it hasn't even worked out for them, but then look at this, as I say that 50-piece combo for Jess. Anytime anyone's been anywhere near him, a lot of any's, but anyone's still in this. Gets the jab, gets hit back out with that fair. Just here, just keeping him out and just keeping this damage consistent. Getting what he needs to just keep his lead. The up B clinks with the back air. Oh, gets the fair. Just needs one more edge guard to finish the stock. Oh! Went for it, but wasn't accurate enough and got beat up by misfire. Oh, fades back on that grab. Does not want to get hit. Oh, you can tell anyone wants to get something now, but you have to be careful here. I think for anyone, he just really needs to be patient here and just kind of force Jess to overstep, because it's now Jess' game to lose. He has anyone in a tight spot, but the thing that's going to kill him isn't going to be a fire or yet a grab, but up B, a cyclone, up smash, things like that.
I mean, this is ultimately anybody's game right here.
Yeah. Let's see. Can he get the edge guard? He gets the shadow ball. Has a jump though. Oh, the magnet hands there. Somehow making that back is just, man, this is so tight. Will the up throw do it? It does. And anyone there taking the game, forcing a game 5 here in winners finals. That was a great use of that up throw there at the end. Like, I honestly was scared because, like, I'm not too familiar with, like, Mewtwo's kill percentages, and I know up throw in this game compared to Smash 4, it was, like, heavily nerfed.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you gotta worry sometimes about if it'll kill or not, because it definitely was, like, a deserved punish, but, like, I know, like, Mewtwo in Smash 4 is really strong, and so he kind of got tapped pretty hard. but got the kill, got what he needed, and let's see, definitely a stage switch, I'm assuming, just from the communication we're seeing, but yeah, no switches in characters. Alright, we're going to Town City for this one. Let's see. What can happen differently on this stage? We saw anyone just get very close to it this time, but just there, getting hit off with that weird interaction between both of them with dash attack from Mewtwo. Nice, gets the bread and butter forward, or down throw on the forward air. And the Shadow Ball get up. Oh, that was anyone's punish, he just couldn't get it. Let's see, can he just knock off the stock? He's got so much damage on Jest already with pretty much nothing on his stock.
Oh no.
He got the stretcher. That's such a common, that used to be such more of a common thing in Smash 4 for whatever reason, and now it seems like it's making a reappearance here in this game. You barely see that, but when it does, it just hurts, but it feels good on both ends. Like two completely different emotions there. But Jest not looking too deterred. He's still going for the same stuff he's been going for, and it's still working out. He's getting the Cyclone when he needs it best. And here, anyone gets the grab and punishing Jest for approaching that time. And this is really what anyone wants now. Is just that he's got so much of a lead that even if like losing the stock, like right now, it would be a big deal. And we're seeing Jest really go for broke here with this up B going out at ledge, knowing that he can just land really quickly back on the ledge. But it's just such a deficit now that Jest needs to really get something big, and he's going for it time and time again. Gets spared. Oh, nice little flick with down tilt. Nice use of down B, and this is a very commanding lead now, only 50% on anyone here. But we know with Jest how much damage you can put out, so like honestly, it's still anyone's game. Oh, and there it is, that Cyclone. And there's dash attack, possibly do it. Just barely dodges that.
Yep, I was gonna say his head doesn't stick into that.
No. Unfortunate, but anyone commanding 3-stock at the end. That was impressive, and it kind of looks like he's finally figured out that matchup, man. That was such like what a set that was.
And didn't think we were gonna have one tonight, but here it is. Got a 3-star. Alright, so let's see. Switch over to me. Looks like these guys are actually trying to work out over on loser's side. We'll go over to the bracket in just a second. Let me go ahead and adjust what we do have going on. You guys can take a look here. Anyone can cook coming out on top with that in a 3-2 fashion. They'll be moving on to winners finals. Down below, Megatoni took a win over Titan Killer Field, who was having some technical issues. And right now we're waiting on the ending of the hated J versus Icello Rock match.